Hello everyone. In this lecture we'll talk about how to create event handlers. We're going to start with a very simple and one of the most famous event handlers, and I already talked about it on the last lecture, which is the onClick. Okay, so whenever you click a button or some element like a div with your mouse pointer on a web page, and something happens or some action happens or it triggers some action after you point the mouse or click on that button, we call that an event. And there are a few event handlers you can use. One of them is onClick, of course, and another one very famous is the mouse over, which will trigger something whenever your mouse is over some element like a div or a button or whatever element on a web page. So I'm going to show you how to use all that. So the first thing we should do is create a simple function. Let's create a function that creates an alert. So let's call this function hi. And now we type window.alert, or you can just type alert only. It will work as well. And then let's type hi, this works. And inside the body section, let's type an input type button. Let's create a button. And with a value saying click here. And then we're going to use the event onClick equals, and now here we have to type the name of the function. So it's hi, and don't forget the parentheses and semicolon, and close it here. Okay, now let's save this. Let's run it in Chrome. Let's click it, and there it is. Okay, so it works perfectly. Now you can also put the function or the action directly in here. I'm going to show it how to do it. So let's take the function out of here. And in here, let's type alert. And inside the alert, whenever you have to type double quotes inside other two double quotes, like in this case, we use single quotes, okay? Otherwise, it will not work, okay? Because as you can see, now the JavaScript thinks that this is an open double quote and this is a closing double quote. Okay, so this will not be nothing and not recognize as JavaScript here. So what we do is type here single quotes. Okay, so now what we'll do is hi, it works. Awesome. Okay, now let's save this and run it. Click, and there it is. It works the same way. So you can put any JavaScript code directly in here and it will work. Okay, there's also other way using the getElementById and the onClick event. So let's say we want to create a form. Let's close the form, and inside the form, let's create an input. Type equals button value. Click here. And here we're going to give it an ID to this element input. And let's call this testing. Okay. Outside the form, let's grab this, copy it, and put it here. So let's take the script tags out of here and put them in here so we can create some JavaScript. And in here, let's create a variable. And let's call this variable button test equals document dot get element by ID, and inside we're gonna put the ID testing. Okay, so we're gonna grab, as you know, the element that has ID testing, which is this one here. Okay, in this variable. And now what we're gonna do is use the name of the variable button test dot, and now we use the onClick event, and this will equal to a function. You don't need to put, in this case, you don't need to put any name to the function, okay? Because the function is already related directly to the onClick event and the variable button test, which at the same time holds this element in here, okay? So now what the function is going to do is, let's type alert. It works this way too. And let's save this. And let's check if this works. Okay, if you click it, there it is. Okay, so these are the three different ways you can use to trigger something with an event. And we're gonna learn more in the next video, some more examples with other event handlers. Okay, so see you guys in the next video. Bye.